share my stream. Okay, yeah, so we're live. So I'm gonna put this via Twitter. Alright, so let me put the hashtag BS5. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. And I'm not gonna name drop either. I ain't gonna name drop either, but it's all good. So I like that XSplit will let you tweet from the program itself. But just to lay the foreground before I run the intro, me and Geeking Out are doing the Gogeta dance, and we're going to kind of talk about the BS5 reveal. I'm only saying that because people are trolling and making jokes and all kinds of funny stuff, so we'll just rock with it. So let's get this intro started. This production has been brought to you by the new gaming order in coordination with Geeking Out Official. Let's rock, baby. Now, y'all get to see my face. See my face? Oh, I have to let this thing roll. But with that being said, Shinwar, what you been up to, brother?
Who this? Who this?
You know who it is. Hmm?
No. Just coming off the hills of
Just doing what?
PlayStation 5. Coming off the hills of PlayStation 5 reveal. So we got quite a few things to talk about, sir.
Yeah, so this was Shinwar's idea. So we're just
Okay.
gonna bounce off. Yeah, 'cause I'm not giving them no free press. Especially, matter of fact, I'm coming after you, Sony ponies. You know what I'm saying? But this should be very interesting. So, the disclaimer: the chat is live. You'll be able to see the video playing in the background in a loop. Um, just don't come from my head, YouTube. Like, you already demonetized this channel, which demoralized the heck out of me. But it is what it is. I'm gonna rock on for the sake of the show. Now, I did want to say I was thoroughly impressed with Sony's preparedness, their presentation. Again, me and Shinmar had a very interesting conversation earlier today where it seems as if Sony always waits for Microsoft to go first and then they counter or they do something. Like, I will have to say, to start off, their presentation was well prepared, well sharpened. Like, they had all the graphics and the smoke and mirrors and all that stuff that everybody tends to fall for with Sony, especially with the nostalgic strings in terms of some of the early presentations where you had kids saying, "Oh yeah, I've been playing this and such and such and such and such." For me, that's like how Nintendo has a relationship with me, where I remember playing Contra, Ninja Gaiden, and all that. Like, psychologically, that's a smart thing to do because you get the loyalty from '94 all the way to when. You know what I'm saying? But just talking on the presentation piece, Shinmar, what are your thoughts on how Sony overall did with their presentation?
I think it was good overall. I mean, they teased the hardware throughout the entire event. They definitely, showed the games that they wanted to reveal. Um, and instead of it like in the past, being like a 2 hour event, and due to the global situation, it was right to the point, like an hour and some change. It was right to the point, as
Hmm.
opposed to having like a symphony and
Yeah, yeah,
doing
yeah,
whatever they need,
yeah. Yeah, remember
doing
that?
what they need to do to stretch out the time.
Hmm.
It was just, developers will come and say, hey, this is the game we're working on, check it out, blah, blah. So it got right to the point, which I
Hmm.
like.
Hmm. One thing I will say, when they were finally revealing the system, it's like you see all the blue balls, pause, and all. It's like they were really trying to play on the fact that the anticipation, the hype, the suspense. They were prepared. You know, Angry Joe made a good point. What I think hurt Microsoft's Zoom conference or their little event is the fact that they misrepresented what that was supposed to be. You know,
Hmm.
Sony's messaging was very clear. Yeah, we're gonna show games, we're gonna show this and that, and they delivered on that. And even Microsoft made the point to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we messed that up. You know, we should have underplayed. It is always better to under gauge it and then over or
Yeah.
exceed expectations. So Microsoft had a lot rolling on them, but consider this too. They went first. You know what I mean? Somebody has to go first. So Sony saw where they messed up. Same thing with the DRM. So just keep that in mind, folks. Like I believe Sony came prepared to show off their stuff, and that they did. I am gonna be realistic with some of the things. In terms of what was shown, because there's some people that are overhyping this thing, and I mean, for me, there were like four or a few titles that stood out, but somebody's like every game was like a heavy hitter when it was not. It was not.
It wasn't. No.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like there was a guy on Facebook. We're going back and forth. I'm like, dude, you are like really overselling. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like The Rock taking a Stone Cold Stunner, or Razor Ramon taking a stunner. Remember how he used to jump back and spitting the beer out? Like, come
Hmm.
on, like that. Don't
That's funny.
oversell. Don't oversell. Some of the titles look really good. Again, for me, it was like 3 or 4 titles max. Everything else, I think that both systems are on par, but not taking anything away from the reveal itself. But I will say, Shin, what are some of the titles that stood out in your mind when you saw the presentation?
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and watched it. The Ratchet and Clank caught my attention. At first, I was just like, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
then I started looking. I'm like, yo, this thing looks good.
Mm-hmm.
That what else was there? Godfall. Now with Godfall, I didn't have a problem with the musical selection.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
supposed
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be hard hitting, but I guess some people are saying that the rap didn't really work. But I think the style was meant to be. It was hard hitting, fast, and all that. That caught my attention.
Yeah,
Resident Evil 8, obviously.
yeah.
Then there was another title. And Horizon Zero Dawn. The new one.
To the
But then
west.
yeah, that was it. Forbidden West or something.
Mm-hmm.
But there were a couple titles where
Like a
it looked like
Tia or a Thea or something. I forget the name of it.
yeah, Project Athea.
Yeah.
But there were a couple titles like was it Sackboy? Look like they're just trying to
What
have
boy?
mascots. Sackboy. Looks like they're trying to have like mascots, so like Sackboy, and then the little robot that came out the new DualSense controller.
Yeah, yeah. I had
So
that little guy on my Vita. It's a little avatar thing within PlayStation stuff. So.
yeah, so they made it into a game, and there was another title that reminded me of Zelda, Kenna.
Mm-hmm.
Kenna, that actually looked pretty good, and then obviously
It looked like a
Gran
Pixar
Turismo.
game, like a game with Pixar graphics. Like I thought that was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah, I didn't really care for Hitman 3. I'm like, okay, for those that are interested, I'm like, all right, that's cool. There was that other one, Deathloop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Deathloop,
Okay,
the graphical style was pretty interesting for that. But again,
yeah,
you gotta remember everybody's gonna have your head if you're not aiming for 60 FPS. With the
yeah.
power
I
of these
mean, but
systems.
yeah, clearly that was just for the trailers, but obviously we know the games how they're gonna run.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think overall the presentation was good. They definitely did hit home with specific titles, even though I didn't really care for GTA 5 opening up the event.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
nonetheless, they did their job.
Yeah. Okay. Now I wanted to touch on the trailer for Spider-Man Miles Morales, which you know, uh, I'm not gonna be a naysayer, but you know, a lot of folks, and Shinmore knows where I'm going with this. That game looks like it was built in mind to work between the PS4 and PS5, so it's natively a PS4 game that will kind of be able to work, forward compatible, right? And
Hmm.
Dreamcast guy on his channel, they were, he did a little video talking about how they were questioning and so on and so forth. It's like, I'm just a messenger, but Microsoft with doing cross generational titles got a lot of the Sony supporters like, oh, yeah, but this, that, and the third. But it's looking like this Spider-Man Miles Morales is in that same veil because we already know 100. I reiterate, 100 PS4 titles will be forward compatible or gonna be backwards compatible, right?
Well, but that what we saw on the event was captured on the PS5.
Oh,
They
of
did
course.
say that,
Yeah, and that's not taking
and it looked
anything.
good.
Yeah, not
It looked
taking
good.
anything away from that. I'm just saying, if it's okay for the Sony house to do, I don't know why Microsoft was being nailed to the cross for that. I just want you who care to watch this to put that in perspective. You know what I mean? It can't be okay for one and not for the other. That's just my thought
Oh,
process on it.
wow.
Wow, I'm gonna put that in future shows, man. But in in general, the game does the teaser look good. You know, I don't know if the CG where he was doing the invisibility and the lightning and all that stuff is gonna be like in-game stuff. I wouldn't be, I wouldn't put it
Well, it
past
goes
them.
like just like in the Spider-Man PS4. He, when he'll like you do a combo and then you finish him off,
Mm-hmm.
it'll go into that quick cinematic with him jumping in the air, throwing the
Mm.
web and smacking you down. That's
Oh,
what it looked like
oh,
to
like
me.
the Rock, like the Rock.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Terrible. All right, but I just say it looks impressive. It was a teaser trailer, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some more stuff. I'm even hearing that it's like DLC, possible expansion to the Spider-Man game, but we don't have much details pertaining to that. If you know, leave in the comments below. But this pretty much is beginning to pick up steam in the avalanche for that. But your thoughts in general before we move on to the next game, Shin?
I liked it. I was hyped. It's good. If at in Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales is a minor character. Um, and then
Mm-hmm.
obviously those that read the comics, he comes from the Ultimate Universe, and Peter Parker dies, and he has to take up the mantle. But in the comics now, he's in the 616 universe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Miles Morales has become a beloved character, and it's good to see him in his own game or expansion or whatever the case may be. It's
Mm-hmm.
good to see him be the leading character outside of Peter Parker. So
Oh,
I'm hyped for it. I'm ready.
okay. Now, touching on another piece, Gran Turismo is coming back. Again, I was a Project Gotham fan and a Sega
Hmm.
GT fan, and it seems, and even Burnout. It looked like a lot of these things got merged into, the Forza series, like the Horizon and the Simulator. Right now, Forza is the premier racing game of its type. I remember Ridge Racer used to be in the ring, for arcade
Ridge
style.
Racer.
Oh, wow. Ridge Racer had some of the best music. Like Moving in Circles, R3. Check it out. I was a PlayStation guy before. Many of you don't know. I'm not saying that I'm not now. I'm just more open minded. But yeah, right now for Gran Turismo 7 to make its presence known, that remains to be seen. It should be interesting. Now we have battle of franchises, and I think Forza went too long without being challenged. So I think that will force the studios to step up their game and do some cool things. Now, the new Forza is looking good. Like 120 FPS and all this stuff, like it's looking good, So I'm looking forward to see that battle. But Shin, I know you're not really into racers other than split
What?
second and all that. What?
Negative. Project Gotham, Sega GT. Um, what was that? Sega Rally. No, absolutely. I love racing car
Well,
games.
I want a rematch and split second because
Even though I don't like Forza's mechanics, I don't like Forza's
it's
mechanics.
too simulator
Um,
like too yeah.
yeah,
But Gran Turismo kind of started that. It was
yeah.
funny.
It looks good actually. Gran Turismo look good
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It
I
looks
give
good.
Sony credit that Gran Turismo started like something great. You know what I mean? And then that
Uh,
level, I'm telling you, I give them credit when credit's due. Don't get me wrong. So it be some interesting stuff. But
Uh,
with that being said, trying to remember what else was shown. Yeah, like, there was a lot of games that I think the graphic fidelity did remind me of Disney Pixar. Some
well, let's talk
beautiful.
about Ratchet and Clank.
Well, okay, Ratchet and Clank. It's funny that you mentioned that because it's in the background. That
Right.
game, if you look at how they set that up, that will take full advantage of this super fast SSD. Now, remember,
Yeah.
SSDs are fast. The Microsoft solution is fast. It's just the Sony one is faster. But where will you know the difference? Because there's a certain game. I'll do like a Microsoft only one because now that they're both out, we can go back and do some research. But there's a game that does similar to this where it's just like transition from the spectral world into the real world, and it's just like bam, back and forth, you know. The
Hmm.
Ratchet and Clank, I like how they do those riffs. Like that is pretty damn cool, you know.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to wait and see because games like Control and freaking other games, Quantum Break, they do different things, but I think they're trying to try to push it a little further. But what were your thoughts on Ratchet and Clank, or just what they
Yeah.
showed?
Yeah. At first, I was just like, man, I was never a real big Ratchet and Clank fan. But after I rewatched it again, I said, wait a minute, this game has some. It looked fun, and just
Hmm.
the detail. Even though the stream, it was bad
Yeah, the
for to
stream,
really show that game.
but the 4K
Yeah.
versions are up though.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I watched the 4K version, but you can see like the detail on the ears with the fur,
Hmm.
really good. And then him just switching levels and jumping and shooting. I was like, yo, this looks fun. And I'm like, Insomniac did it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check it out. It
Yeah.
looked good.
And then on top of that, it looked like, you know, Clank goes to a dimension, and then there's something gender bended, like a female version.
Yeah.
That I think that's. But then again, hopefully that's not a SJW thing. They're like, oh, okay, do this and that, So, and Sergo says, as long as what. As a longtime fan of Ratchet and Clank, I was kind of hoping a return to the style and humor they had in the original PS2 game.
Hmm.
Yeah, sometimes trying to test the waters and evolve a series could be a good or a bad thing. Look at what happened with Gears of War and Halo. Like they're like Gears of War, Halo, Gears of War, Halo, and then when people start criticizing them for, oh yeah, you're giving us something we want, but now it's getting stale. They try something different, and then they get buried for it. It's like damned if you
Hmm.
do, damned if you don't. So that's just something where let's see what this game looks like. You know what I mean? So this should be rather interesting. But thank you for the comment, Sir Ghost. So yeah, Ratchet and Clank. I used to dabble with it. I thought it was fun. I never completed any of them, but like I had enough fun to know that yeah, it's some cool stuff. You know, but
Yeah, I do look good.
yeah. Now there was another title. Like we know Demon. Oh, excuse me. Demon Souls is getting a fresh coat of
Yeah.
paint, and
Hmm.
I had to nod my head on that one. I'm like, all right, it looks
Yeah.
good. It looks good. So I think though, anyone who partakes in that, um, I think the full benefit will be somebody who hasn't played the game. If you already own the title, and then you're gonna buy it again. Hopefully, it's not like if you have a game save or something, and you want to go back and play, you're gonna have to start that thing all over. Like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, yeah, that should be interesting. I mean, it does look nice, new textures, a lot of things, but again, uh, that's not something I would have put. Maybe it's kind of hard because like with Ratchet and Clank, they're showing what that system is designed for. You know,
Hmm.
as you can see in the background, like the riffs, like they're just on the fly. You're seeing some sort of innovation. Like you're showing like a remaster. Like how is that highlighting what the PS5's SSD can do? You know,
Hmm.
what are your thoughts, Shin?
Yeah, and they were always talking about load time. And obviously with you see in that demo, with Ratchet, like going from like one part of the stage to another instantly, or the way he was just like phasing through the dimensions, it was seamless.
Yeah,
So I think they're touting the performance of the SSD, which is
yeah.
fine. Hopefully, I doubt we're gonna have a demo. Is that holiday 2020?
Demon Souls.
No,
I,
no, no. I mean Ratchet and Clank.
it looks like I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I will validate that, but I see that from the way the game looks, it doesn't look like it's in alpha. It looks like it's far along.
Yeah, that's a good point
Yeah.
because when it first showed up, they were saying that was pre-alpha. I'm like, wow, pre-alpha.
What the what they showed on Sony thing yesterday?
Yeah, they said it
That's
was pre-alpha.
pre-alpha. Well, that looks like it's for further along, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's interesting because I'm looking at the video now, and how he can hook and pull the worlds to him, or
yeah,
pull the rifts and whatnot. So, I mean, what there was a game that did something similar where you have to go through the dark world and the light world. It was
mm,
similar to like Devil May Cry, by Ninja Theory. Like, Virgil's in the demon world and Dante's in the human world, and they're going back and forth. Now they're just making
mm,
it you could switch them on the fly without any loading, or
yeah.
that should be seen. But Insomniac, I'm not gonna get into that, but let's leave that be. But yeah, I think with Demon Souls.
Mm,
Mm, I'm like meh. Maybe because
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
like a fan like some others.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like me in Hellblade. Some people who don't realize what they're missing in a different IP, something completely out of the norm. I know what it's about. So and it's more like a current gen that's gonna work with the other system, but
Mm-hmm.
that remains to be seen. So I believe what's in the background now is Project Thea. So Shin, I don't know if you're seeing the stream, but yeah,
No, 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 no.
she will
Uh,
rise. Yeah, that looks good. Is that exclusive? It didn't
that
say.
that looked like that tech demo that they had, a little piece of it. Whether
Kinda. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um.
Project Thea. All right, that
But
I like. I like it.
anytime they say project, it's like, wow, this game ain't coming out for a while.
But probably that's
Um.
just the name of it. Design.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is exclusive. So I'm assuming. Yeah, you see those types of exclusives. If it was like it's a Sony Studio thing, and that's like a God of War or Infamous or things like that. Yeah, that's you can only find there. Hey, I'm all for it. That game looks interesting. You
Yeah. It
know.
looks alright.
Yeah, I mean they didn't show much, but it was a teaser and it served its purpose. So.
Mhm.
But I
Yeah.
mean, well, what are your predictions for it though? Do you think it's gonna be like a hack and slash? Is it gonna be more like Ghost of Tsushima or Tsushimi? I can't even say it right.
Uh. It looked like was that third person? I think it
Yes,
was. Yeah,
yes.
third person. It looked good actually. I'm gonna check it out. I think that was cool. I like open worlds and and I'm sure the story is probably gonna be cool. I think that was wait, was that Square Enix?
No, it didn't say. It didn't say. Or
Hmm.
I probably
Okay.
just missed it. Um, Now, Sir Ghost said, "What do y'all think of Ghostwire Tokyo?" Now, you know what? There was a game on the Dreamcast. It was a first-person sword
Hmm.
slasher. It wasn't cell shaded, but it was like in the same. Uh, it reminded me of Mirror's Edge. Anybody that played Mirror's Edge,
Yeah,
like it was kind of like that. And then you can.
that's exclusive too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo is
Okay.
exclusive.
Yeah, it has that cyberpunk, throw. It's like a mix of different things. Like it looks like Chinatown or whatever, and it just there was a game I can't remember the name. It was a first person sword slasher game. It was on
Hmm.
Dreamcast, and I remember I was playing it, and I see this, and then the guy looked like he's doing Naruto jitsus and all that stuff. And I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. Like Ghostwire Tokyo, something I might check out for sure. But I
Yeah.
mean, is that? I mean,
It looked good, but I most likely won't check it out.
well, you see, you're not open minded. Terrible.
Well, it's not open minded. It's about your preference and taste. If it does nothing for you when you
You
first see
said,
it,
oh, you know,
not actually, I take it back. Not when you first see it, but if you really don't have an interest for it, it's okay to be like, yeah, I'll pass on.
all right. Well, now
Now,
in what we're seeing is the ultra. Well, ray tracing, which is software based, where Microsoft has it hardware dedicated for that. We're seeing the haptic feedback controller. I'm thinking, even if I don't get a PS5 at launch, I'll probably get the controller if it's PC supported. But it's USB Type C, and it's looking pretty interesting. I mean, what are your thoughts on the controller? Once it was, now that they're showing a little bit more, like with the 3D audio and all that good stuff.
I mean, looks good. I mean, adaptive triggers. I mean, they already had adaptive triggers before that.
Hmm.
They got 3D audio sound. Now with the microphone,
It's built into the
uh,
controller.
so you pretty much like a speakerphone.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool.
Now here's the thing. Like,
And
what
it's
about
USB C,
outside?
which I'm very happy that it's USB C. Like it's about time.
Well, yeah. I mean, considering. Wait, Ghostwire is probably what I'm most excited for. Resident Evil 8 seems interesting too. Yeah, we're gonna get to the Resident Evil, um, 8 thingy. I'm interested to see why it was unveiled here. But then again, it's probably the Japanese studio relationship. Sony, Capcom, Japanese. They're gonna ride with each other, that kind of stuff. So it remains to be seen. But I was kind of surprised when I saw it, like Resident Evil 8: The Village, or
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, they're going in a different. I think they went too far with the action, and now they're trying to bring it back to its roots, like
Yeah.
horror style. So yeah, it remains to be seen. So this is another PlayStation Studio game that you're seeing in the background, all in outer space. I think Microsoft had a game that looked similar to this. I'm trying to think of what
Well,
that
wait,
was.
what? Well, what game is that?
I didn't remember while we were watching. Like it was that astronaut looking game.
Returnal.
What was it? I don't remember the name because I had looked away. And I was watching this and working at the same time, so bear with me. But
I
that
don't know. Solar.
it looks like graphically. Remember Final Fantasy Spirits Within, the CG movie?
Mm-hmm.
It has that kind of fidelity, if not better. That this looks really cool. And you can see the actress, her face is like all up in there, so
I
but
think you're talking about Returnal.
yeah, that looks all right. I mean,
Does she have the suit, the white suit on?
yeah, and then there's that
Yeah, that's
sphere.
that.
It's like Event Horizon almost.
Yeah, it's Returnal.
Yeah, to be
Like
honest, all
Edge of
these
Tomorrow.
features for the PS5 controller, all I can think of is how they are just here to impress it, blah blah blah, unnecessary. You know what? I believe you have a good point. All unnecessary features that could potentially jack up the price, but if you got money, and you know what, I'm looking at the this game, the over the shoulder. That looks good. It's simple. You know what I mean? Like
Which one?
the astronaut looking game.
Returnal. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking
that
at
looks
it.
alright. That looks alright.
Oh, yo, it looks like it has some action to it too. I'm like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is an exclusive too. I'm assuming. Yeah, Returnal. I like it. I like it. I'm pretty sure 2021 is when we're slated to see that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that kind of had like a Metroid slash, um, it's like an over the shoulder like Metroid. What was that? Other M, but a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm big on third person shooters, hack and slash and whatnot. The first person shooter thing, I don't know, but yeah, you see, for me, again, my argument to somebody on Facebook was like, were all the items that Sony showed, were they the big doomsday juggernaut heavy hitters that were, like it was a Sackboy, a big adventure? Isn't that little? I remember that character from a
Yeah,
game.
that Little Big Planet.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, oh, so this is something that people are gonna clamor for? Like, for me, I have a preference where, like, how can I say? I need like a movie style. Like, I get it. You got the little platformers and the kiddie game type things, but
Hey, try to have a range of variety of games.
yeah, 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 yeah. Like this is for the kids and stuff. But for somebody to tell me this game right here is like, oh, this is a killer app. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm just. It's cute. To me, it's in the same um, umbrella as like Super Lucky's Tale or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
it's a game to play, but not like, oh, I'm gonna. It's not a system seller for me. It just I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Shane?
On which game? The
This,
Sackboy?
yeah,
I mean, it plays its purpose. There are people that like that those type of platformers
they're
and
fun.
might
I
want to
say
play it.
party game type
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. They like it. And it has its purpose.
Yeah,
Never day. I don't think it's a. I don't think that's a system seller though. That's not a system seller.
yeah, yeah. Imagine like somebody said, "Oh yeah, bundled with the PS5 Sackboy." What? I'll be looking at him like, no, you better give me some, Returnal or something. So I mean, it's cute. Don't get me wrong. I recognize him from a past game, so it's what it is. That's something I could see. If your girlfriend or significant other isn't into gaming like hardcore like that, then you can get them to play one of these things.
Yeah.
So, uh, use a sock behind what the heck? What you? Unbelievable. On your cheese. What's going on, brother? Thank you for checking out the stream. So, now this game I think I missed.
Which
This
one is
dude,
that?
the dude looking at El Fuerte, is this kind of like
Oh,
oh, it's
the
a car
destruction
game.
was it All Star Destruction?
Yeah, that looks
Um,
pretty dope. All right. Okay,
yeah.
Sony, what's going on? Where's Twisted Metal? Where's Twisted Metal?
Yeah,
That
Destruction All Stars. That's what it is.
yeah, that dude looked like El Fuerte or freaking super dynamic cooking time. Like, come on.
Wow.
Oh, they could get knocked out of the cars too?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that does look fun. Oh, wow. It's like Destruction Derby over here. But you know what? Why does that have a feel like Bleeding Edge? Like,
Mm,
yeah, it's kind of like Bleeding Edge with cars.
mm, mm.
Yeah, that's the feel I get from it. Because that dude looks like the samurai guy, the default character, the one with the mohawk, and the big dude is kind of like the Cyber Samoan that we're handling business for when it was free to play. Kind of have like a Rocket League feel, Bleeding Edge. It has
Mm-hmm.
style, the mix with some split second, and like it's like a mix of different things. Destruction All Stars. Do you think that's a system solution?
No,
So too
in my
much.
opinion, no.
Yeah. So remember, the views expressed here are completely subjective. However, I can say that's not something that's gonna make me go get a PS5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just nah. Mm-mm. Yeah. And you know what, Chris? You hit the nail right on the head. Rocket League wannabe. That it feels like different things. And for those of you who haven't played Bleeding Edge, it looked like they put peanut butter and jelly and just smashed them together.
Oh,
So yeah, I mean it's interesting. Now this game here, I don't remember the title. It looks mad cute. I will say that. Is that
which one is that?
the one by Ember
Is
Labs?
it Goodbye Volcano High?
No. Yeah, this is I think that Zelda looking game you're talking about. The chick.
Oh, Kenya. Kenna.
Yeah, that I will
That looked
say
pretty cool.
and it's a new IP at that.
Yeah,
You know, this is yeah. Now I remember. This is the one I was saying that kind of reminded me of Cameo a little bit.
yeah, mhm,
And I was like,
mhm.
all right, effects and all that. Like I was saying, yeah, this is the one that said I feel like I'm watching a Disney Pixar movie.
And
You
it's
know,
funny you mentioned that, and I'm reading this little bio. It says, uh, a game which reminds us of the Xbox 360 launch title Cameo Elements of Power.
you see, I
So
called it right.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Well,
that was a launch title. That looked good too when it came out for its
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, but it looks good. I ain't gonna lie, it looks good. You know, I think that's something I could look forward to playing. You know, and it has like the exploration. It looks like the Horizon style, but it looks like there's a lot more platforming.
Almost felt like a Zelda,
Yeah, but you usually have the
Breath of the
crossbow set
Wild.
up, like you know. But yeah, the environments, everything looks pretty good. You
Yeah,
know, and it's
I'm on
like
board for that one.
yeah, I think I'll definitely check this out. You know, the combat looks pretty all right. You know, and the crossbow, it looked like they did like Ninja Gaiden. Oh, it looks like she got a
Hmm.
parry too. So there's
Yeah.
hack and slash. I'm pretty sure she has oh wow, and she did an attack, and then all the grass was growing.
Hmm. Yeah, that was dope.
All
I think
right,
she shattered like that crystal.
Bridge of Spirits. See that kind of
Hmm.
stuff. Now, is that exclusive?
I don't know.
It didn't indicate it, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
that
think
that
so.
looks good though. That does look good. Yeah, Sir Ghost. I'm doing the also. You know, so now you know this cartoon looking thing. I'm trying to remember now, folks. I watched it live, so I'm this is like
I
jogging
got
my
the list.
memory.
I got the list up. The cartoon. I think that's Goodbye Volcano High or Solar.
Well,
No, not Solar.
oh
That's
well,
not Solar
these
Ash.
are like animal people. What the heck?
Bug Snack. I think it's Bug Snacks. Wait,
It's like Tumblr the game. What you talking about, Chris? It's
what is
like
it
they're
doing?
like they're like dinosaur looking people. Who
Dinosaur looking
was?
people.
Yeah, they got a pterodactyl looking thing, and then they got like long snouts. Like again, only a few things stood out for me. You know?
Is it Oddworld? Soulstorm?
No, not Oddworld. That I have been playing Oddworld for a minute. Like you know, what was this? Like yeah, apparently on your knees was like this game's getting crapped on all over yeah, that Volcano High.
Yeah. Goodbye Volcano High. Yeah.
Yeah, co-op presents. What is this? What is
Hmm?
this supposed to be? Like
Goodbye Volcano High.
it's the end of an era, 2021. Yeah, what is that? There was no gameplay. It was just a cartoon looking thing. Like
Yeah.
you see, again, if
Is
it
it not?
yeah, go ahead.
Mhm. No, I'm just reading the description. It says this game looks like it's going to bring the kind of branching narrative design of Life is Strange or The Walking Dead into the next generation of inclusive love story about teenage dinosaurs. What?
What the heck? I don't know if I'm that interested in that.
I don't like something that came out on the 3DO. What?
Or I'd rather play Catherine on the 360 or something. You know, with the dream sequences and the puzzles and all that craziness. You know, but interesting. I mean, again, to that person on Facebook, that Goodbye Volcano High, is that something you would break the bank and go get a PS5 for it? No, until they show us something. Now this Oddworld or yeah, the Oddworld series 8.
Oddworld Soulstorm.
Yeah, that anybody that played the original on the PlayStation when they were being used as scrab cakes or whatever, not scrab cakes, but that game had so much depth in terms like they didn't say much, but the game and the environments it was almost to me like Donkey Kong Country when Rare was doing the platformers on the SNES. And man, you could look into the background and see a world there. Like look at this in the trailer now. You know, like it's just this is beautiful. This is beautiful, you know. And it's weird because like they went back to form because they had some of the 3D platformers with it, you know, and kind of going back to what made the Oddworld franchise, you know, stand out for me. They're going back to it. I think it's
Mhm.
cool, you know. So I think and it was good on story, you know, and now it looks like a lot more dynamic. Now, Shin, with this, I was trying to see where did they say that Oddworld was exclusive.
Mhm.
Soulstorm. Yeah, if it's on PC or whatever, I gotta play that. I was a fan of the Oddworld series. You know, Abe's Odyssey and all that. I mean, were you familiar with that series, Shin? At any point?
No, not.
I,
Mm.
I
No,
I
it
tell
wasn't.
you, the story was fun. It was cool.
Mhm.
You know, and the reason what got me into Oddworld, like I had a demo disc that I would
Mhm.
just play over and over, and the Oddworld's on it, and I couldn't wait to get the full game because you get to a part and it's like, okay, please try to buy the full version.
Oh
I'm like
wow.
14, 15 years old. I didn't have the money. You know what I mean? I'm still in high school. You know, so that's around the time I met this guy on Geeking Out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I got a PlayStation, and you know, Oddworld was one of the things that made me, you know, into the franchise. So I thought it was cool. Catherine is
Mhm.
actually a good, is actually good. Yeah, I know Catherine is a good game. I was just making fun of it. Yeah, dude running around with horns in his underwear, jumping on platforms, like just
What the heck?
yeah.
Mhm.
So, um, Tokyo, Japan. I think this is that FPS we were talking about. That so
Ghostwire?
I believe that is Ghostfire.
Wait, which one? Yeah,
Yeah,
if it's in Tokyo, Japan, that's Ghostwire.
yeah. Deus Ex Machina.
It looks trippy, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Was it Deus Ex Machina on Dreamcast? I can't remember. It reminds me of that specific game. I'm gonna find it. Like I know I'm getting old, but like my memory shouldn't be leaving me like that. But yeah, this is that first person Naruto doing jutsus and stuff. You know, I could play this.
Mhm.
I could play this. It looks dope. You know what I mean? Like kind of like the Matrix, Mirror's Edge. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, your thoughts from when you initially saw it and then you rewatch. You know, I like the motorcycle scene in there, but
Mhm. Yeah, I wasn't moved by it to be honest. It looked good, don't get me wrong, but just it didn't really do anything for me.
I, I,
Wasn't interested in
I think the presentation is cool though. He's over here
it.
doing Hadoukens with his finger, like you know, like Hadouken,
Yeah.
Hadouken. You know,
Mhm.
I know extra dials are like that, but I guess though maybe if they have like a third person mode, I would definitely be all over it.
Yeah.
But the trailers, I will say, on point. Matter of fact, I will be checking out Ghostwire.com. I just want to know a little more about it. You know,
Mhm.
so that should be interesting. But as we wait for the next title to load up, you know, again, there were some good titles, but that Facebook person, I'm gonna keep going in on you. Not every title was a heavy hitter. No, no. You know, I wish Tyrone Magnus would say something. Now, this is like a period piece I'm looking at, like in
Which
the
one?
desert. That's weird. Trying to see.
Is that the Solar Ash one?
Is that because you see,
It's either. Mhm.
it's that's the thing. Some of these titles didn't grab me right away. You know, aside from the four that I had mentioned in our private conversation, but carve out a future for people haunted by oblivion. Yeah, it's this outer space, and then it looks like there's a space station hovering over Earth. I heard Capcom showed off a new IP. They showed off Resident Evil, but
Yeah.
it wasn't Capcom themselves. It's like all right, year zero. So they're leaving Earth. Year 4, 5, 6. All right. Um, mm. Now, no audio for obvious reasons, But it looks like some like expedition. Yeah, okay, now I'm remembering. Look like they're like traveling somewhere. I guess they need to inhabit another world.
What was that? Jet the Far Shore?
Yeah, yeah, it's that jet game. And then
Yeah.
now here's the thing. This
Oh
doesn't.
wait a minute. Pragmata is Capcom. Oh wow. Oh, that yeah. That's what. Was that Blaze that just said that?
No, no, sir goes.
Oh
Oh,
yeah. Sir
is it?
Ghost was talking about Pragmata. Yeah.
That's
Pragmata is
Capcom.
from Capcom. Yeah.
Really? You know what?
And it's not exclusive. Nope.
But you see, some of the folks who get caught up in the smoke and mirrors and all that, remember, messaging is everything. If they're
That's not
showing
coming
it
out until 2022.
now, here's the thing.
Ah.
That's what hurt Microsoft with Scalebound. If it wasn't ready, they shouldn't have announced it so far out. And then you cancel the game. Now that nailing your testicles to the wall.
Yeah.
Now
Huh?
this is one of the titles that I was really looking forward to, and
What's
that
that?
the Godfall. That's
Yeah.
like
Now, you know what's funny about that? It's solo or co-op.
yeah, and you could jump in and out of games like
That's
whenever.
cool.
Think of it like Streets of Rage. You know, so this is like my speed. I like this.
Yeah, I like that. Was I think remember when they unveiled it at the Game Award? I was like, yo, this is kind of looks kind of tight.
Yeah. It's like a futuristic God of War slash Bayonetta, you know, and then you get like armor and all that. So I think it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Now Chris is saying it looks like Dark Souls, but I believe this is faster. I think it's more like you can get in there and arcade your way through, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, you
And then
can.
the co-op is a good selling point, and that's something that Devil May Cry missed so heavily, man.
Yeah, they should have had. Well, they kind of had it. The cameo system for Devil May Cry 5,
Yeah,
but
but it was just like that one level.
yeah, or there were a couple of them. There were like three of them like that. But yeah, it looks more like Dark Souls. But yeah, the Godfall looks good. Looks good. Gearbox is behind that. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, you see, that co-op is gonna kind of bring me that feel that I get when we play Dragon Ball Xenoverse. You know, like yeah, you see something and Xenoverse, they got it right. They got it right. Like somebody's doing their Kamehameha, they're like, oh, hold them, Kamehameha, and then somebody Big Bang attack. It's like kind of that free form and just me, Shin, couple others used to do some crazy stuff, with co-op. So I think it was cool. Now this game, cell shaded, it
which
it,
one is that?
it looks like
Is that Stray
that looks good.
with the cat? Did you
No,
see a cat?
no, that was earlier on. This kind of
Oh,
looked
it might
like
be little
that.
little devil inside.
Yeah, it kind of had that jet
No.
set radio look to it, and she has like the
Oh,
hair.
that's what is that? Is that Solar Ash?
I don't remember. She has a see-through cape, and then
Yeah,
like
that's
she's
yeah, it's Solar Ash. Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just showing movement and stuff.
Yeah. That looked not, that looked okay. That wasn't bad.
Oh wow, and the world's turning upside down and all that, and yeah, that reminds me of Devil May Cry, by Ninja Theory. All right, yeah, that 2021. If any game is coming out in 2022, do not talk about it until you're closer to release. You know what I mean? Because
You're
that
gonna end
makes it's terrible,
you're gonna
terrible.
end up with a ghost of Tsushima.
Well, yeah. Oh well, that different reasons. Now, Hitman again. I don't see anything saying that this is exclusive, but
No, I'm sure it's not.
yeah. Now this is the final Hitman in I guess Agent 47's trilogy. That was
Mm-hmm.
according to
Yep.
what the developers were saying. So, I don't know. Hitman, like I wish I okay. For instance, like Witcher, I got into it really late. I got Witcher 2 and 3, and I just went straight to 3. Witcher is a great game that I didn't get to play. You know, and I believe Hitman is similar in that realm where I played some of it, but it didn't hold my interest long enough.
Yeah.
So for the Hitman fans, I'm sure this excites you. Kind of has a James Bond feel to it, But yeah, I've seen the Hitman movie. I guess the one TV show, whatever. I mean, but if this is the end, just don't kill him. Don't pull. I'm not saying that in Metal Gear Snake dies, but they don't they imply something happens to him, but it's like it you draw your own conclusion,
Hmm.
But uh, past Hitman games, they I guess because of the technology of the time, there's a lot of games that we're doing. There's games that does what it does. The stealth like Assassin's Creed. Then there was even a 007 game that I was playing when I was deployed to Iraq. I found that pretty fun with Daniel Craig in there. It was racing and shooting and all that. I cheated. I played on PC and whatever, but you get my point. Like the Splinter Cell and all the sneaking and doing all that stuff. And I know
Hmm.
Shinwar is a Splinter Cell junkie. You can't tell him nothing about Splinter Cell versus Metal Gear. I'm just saying. Well,
Well, they need to do another Splinter Cell. Come on.
get him out of here. Get him out of here. Hit the eject button. Wow. But now this game, I think I stepped away from the computer, but this guy is sneaking into like a building and there's like a thing going on. This screams Splinter Cell here. Oh no, this is the same Hitman.
Who's that?
Yeah, it was a
It
guy.
is Hitman.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something else.
Uh-huh.
Death awaits
Oh.
January 2021. All right, he looked
Mm-hmm.
like a Lex Luthor with a gun. Well,
Hmm.
yeah. It's not my franchise per se. Not a favorite of mine. So again, folks can't be over here saying, "Oh, Microsoft can't match because this." Okay, so now PlayStation Game Studios, then that's an exclusive. Now this little guy, this little robot
Mm.
guy, looks cute. I,
Astro's Playroom.
yeah, Bastro's Playroom. What? This looks like Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Adventure like the beach stage, like the way Sonic was able to move around and stuff. Obviously not with the speed,
Nani?
but yeah, this looks cool. I mean, this is Sony's thing, you know.
Hold on. This just in.
What?
Spider-Man Miles Morales PlayStation 5 edition. Yo, hold on,
Wait.
yo.
What?
Wait, who put that up there? Wait. Oh, the place. Wait a minute. Is that real?
Are you happy? You happy? Yeah. You see Shinwar?
Wait.
You see Shinwar? He's a fan. Wow. Hold on, let me.
Wait. Oh, that's the official one. I'm about to send it to you.
Wait. So,
Oh wait, they have a PlayStation 5 matte black edition. It's all black. Oh wow.
well, I mean, because I have the one screen in the back, if I transition, it's gonna start the video over. So,
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
yeah. I mean, I
No,
can put it at the end. I'll put it at the end. So. Damn, I got people blowing me up while I'm on the middle of a stream. Oh, that's you? Oh, that looks dope. That looks dope, folks. Can you see that?
Wait a minute, wait
Ew.
a minute, wait a minute, wait a
Ew.
minute.
Alright.
Wait a minute, wait
That
a
looks
minute. Wait,
fire.
I don't think that's real.
That's Photoshop, folks. Look at this. Shinwar
Yeah, I
fell
think
for it. Shinwar fell
I
for
think
it.
yeah. Boss Logic did that. They got me. Boss Logic got
Alright.
me.
Well, okay, Tamina Snooker. Wow. You can't
Oh,
trust anything Shinwar says no more.
it's not credible.
Oh man, that's an
They
inside
got
joke.
me.
The joke is Shinwar said that Tamina Snuka was gorgeous, and then
What?
all these years later, you're like, what? her
Yeah.
the way her and Superfly Snooker's knees are internally rotated, terrible. I'll just make it fun. I kid. Okay. Late, but I still can't believe GTA 5 is so old. It's three. Yeah, it is, and it stood the test of time. GTA stood the test of time.
Yeah.
I will say that. You know, man. And I gave my Xbox version to my brother-in-law, or my Xbox One version. So it's all good. Now this game here, Yeah, is this
Which one's that?
The Zelda like one? The kid camp with the backpack, look like he
Oh,
camping.
that's hold on.
That looks
Little
cool.
Devil Inside.
That looks cool. That,
It looked
that,
okay. Yeah, yeah.
that-
It looked
oh,
alright.
he trying to shoot Yogi Bear in the butt. Huh?
And that's a timed exclusive.
This game? All right. Well,
Yeah, wait. Oh, wait. It said, but it will be timed exclusive on the news console before heading to PS4 and PC. Oh,
on what console?
the PS4 and PC.
Oh. Oh, so but
So
this is
it's still
Sony
within
is
the yeah, Sony exclusive, but first PS5 and then it'll head out to PS4 and PC.
okay. That looks cool though. I am not gonna lie. It has style, it has
Yeah.
character. Yeah, it definitely a Zelda feel, but like a survivalist.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really good. You know, it's looking like a giant Cheshire cat. Well, man. All right. As long as they don't have like, I wouldn't say it's a flop, but Last Guardian they had the delays and delays and
Yeah,
you know,
that.
yeah,
Was that 3 years? I think that was like 3 years.
yeah. I like this. You know, now rewatching everything, you know, there's some other titles that do come up to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, some of this stuff does look good. Now, Zion over here. Now, here's the thing. This is a teaser, okay? No
Of what?
gameplay of NBA 2K21.
Yeah.
You know,
But that model though, that model was like, wow.
but you see, I remember there was a UFC game that they were showing what it could potentially look like on a 360, and then when it came out, it looked nothing like it. Look nothing like
Mm.
it. You see, because you see that's like computer generated right there. All right. I want to see the actual game look like this. I mean, I don't think it's like unattainable because take a look. That's not Zion. That's a computer version of him. That's good. And you know, you gotta see this kid in dunk contest, man. Kid's the future. Wow. Just a teaser. Just a teaser. Considering all that's happened with COVID and all that, fall 2020. So the game is I'm pretty sure at other events we're gonna see like actual gameplay, but you know if the
Mm-hmm.
fidelity is like that, all right. So let's see what's next, folks. Man, it feels good doing a podcast again. It's been a minute, been a whole minute. Can't wait to see the microtransactions, the new 2K. Oh wow, he said that. Sergo said that. Wow. So, oh, okay. I remember the strawberry with eyes. He's gonna get eaten. Well,
Is
eh,
that Stray? Wait,
yeah. That. I mean, what are your thoughts on just in general? I don't want to hijack this whole thing.
which game is that?
Yeah, it's the walrus about to eat the strawberry. Like, what?
Is that Bug Snack? Oh yeah, Bug.
Okay.
Uh,
Now these people
eh,
you know, like, oh, Sony hit the mark with every game. There's an audience for everything.
yeah, there's an audience for everybody. It's fine.
Yeah.
Or
I
there's an
mean,
audience for everything.
yeah, it is very simple, but you know, there's more of these types of games. Like, I think it's appealing to the casual also. So again, that's one of the games. If your girl is not into gaming and she wants to play, but you know what? We're no longer in the stigma like that's a girl's game or a kid's game. Look, if you can game, get your game on. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sola, aka Burn Your Bra, when we had her on New Gaming Orders interview stuff, and she was out there doing it up back years ago, fighting the men. And you know, whatever happened to the female division of the FGC?
Man.
They just
What happened? But what happened to the FGC period?
well, low tier God happened to it. Low.
Uh,
Oh wow.
wow.
Use the same characters.
Stupid, yo, stupid.
Oh man, game kind of reminds me of Monsters and Spore. I don't know that game. Holiday 2020. Now all these people like more exclusives, more exclusives. Buy this game. Buy this game. Yeah, I want to see receipts. We using that, Now they're teasing some more. Matter of fact, part of me wants to kind of skip through some of this.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll let it rock.
we're
'Cause
almost done actually. Compared to the list there, we're almost done.
yeah. All right. Bet. You know.
What's next?
It's
Should be
it's it's
I
still
think.
teasing. It's showing that the X-Men sign. Ding 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 ding.
Oh, hmm.
Oh wow, you don't have to stream in the background either. All that hard work I put in. Yeah, you got Yoshida over there, like yeah, sit
He's
down.
happy.
He looks like the dude from Rival Schools with the shoulder pads and the Hurricane Kick and Dragon Punch, the principal.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
wow.
he does look like him too.
That's funny. Wow.
Hurricane Kicks and Dragon Punches. Wow. Mm. So, what was this game? This is a Sony exclusive. Yeah, they came ready, and you notice everybody that was on this one that all pre-recorded. The Microsoft one had like I guess the grunge like meeting
Hmm.
type thing.
Yeah,
So the remaster.
the remaster.
Yeah, this is Demon Souls. If
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
Demon. I think it's called Demon's Soul. Yeah, with the S.
well,
You'll see.
You know what? And this is what Chris is gonna be looking for. He gonna get back into console gaming for this. I'm sure this will be out on PC. Well, mm, it looks good. That guy looks like Burial from Devil May Cry 4.
Hmm.
Man, that's epic right there. Wow, imagine seeing something like that pop up behind the building, and you're like, you know what? Let me just start saying my last rites. And I was corrected. Demon Souls. What?
Yeah, it's a sequel.
It's not a sequel. It's a remake.
Who was?
Japan studio. So they're gonna give it a fresh coat of paint. They're gonna hook it up. It's gonna look good. So now, just some blubber here, but I mean, now Shin, have you played Demon's Souls before?
No,
Would you be willing to try it out?
probably not.
Well, well. Oh wow, he's just like no.
Eh, eh.
Well, again, that game has a
I
large
probably like
following.
if I see it like on YouTube and if it catches my interest, maybe.
Wow,
Maybe if
terrible.
there's a demo, if they had a demo.
True that.
I'm
And
still
part
waiting
of,
on that Avengers beta demo.
oh yeah, well yeah, they went radio silent. Yeah, they're sitting
Well,
there
no,
like
no, no, no. They no, they popped up and they said be on the lookout June 24th, a 2-hour presentation, nothing but gameplay.
2 hours of Avengers.
Yeah, I mean obviously they're gonna be talking stuff about the game, but we're supposed to get co-op, more details about the game, and then between the 24th
Mm-hmm.
and the last week of August,
Yeah.
we'll have the beta.
And
We're
that's
gonna
just
get the
on
beta.
PlayStation. All right, and this game right here,
No, the Xbox too.
okay. Oh, Xbox getting the demo.
Yeah,
Oh
it's a
wow.
pre-order. All of it's based on pre-order.
Oh man, f all that. And then
Right?
the okay, now this is that Kill Bill, not Kill Bill, but that stylized looking game. I like the presentation. I
What,
like,
Deathloop?
yeah, that looks really good in terms of like, it kind of has that feel like not Guacamole, like Shank, and what was that Ninja game, the same developer, you know. The styling is cool, like the 70s, like Shaft or something. Like it looks cool. It doesn't have that look like Oh damn, he got like psychokinesis or something.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, running around with shotgun, bow, bow. That's just like what? Oh wow, he's shooting at the puzzle, so he can do like the force and slap you up against the wall. It looks like 4 playable people, or probably just different characters. I think it looks cool. That's something I can definitely mess around with. Now here's my thing. It will.
Hmm. What's that?
Is that done with 3D or is that 2D?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, because that like Arc Systems, they found a way to make 3D look like 2D. This is Deathloop. Oh damn, people getting their neck on. Rival Assassin, a time cop. Hey, he double bucking them. Shin, what are your
Hmm.
thoughts on the game, or just presentation and all?
It looked all right. I don't know. It's hit or miss for me. I might. It's like they're saying you're in a constant loop, so it's like two assassins battling one another.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know everything can't be third person, so but the way he was killing them, like
Yeah.
shooting them and then using the telekinesis to move them out the way, that was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. He's just like, bam. Yeah, get out. You know who it is. Wow. It does have that 70s Kill Bill style look to it. So
Yeah, it looked like they were going for like a grindhouse. Like
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
trailer was
yeah.
definitely grindhouse style.
Yeah, look kind of dope. Interesting. Well, again, for those of you just tuning in, this is being brought to you by Geeking Out and New Gamer Order. It's doing our little post responses to all this. Let me get my camera, turn the light on, so they can see my face. Is this Resident Evil? Hmm.
Yeah, the village.
Now here's my thing. They went from the full-on explosiveness. You know, wait, which one? It was Resident Evil. This is Resident Evil 8, right? Or 7?
Eight. It's eight.
Now 7 was that VR one, or did it?
Uh, no. Seven was
Well, Wesker's
they tried
son.
to that was six.
Wait, so where was 7? I don't remember playing it.
Seven was back like what is it? Just Google it.
What?
Seven yeah, Google it. Seven was they took it back to the roots and more so that first person view.
Yeah, yeah,
One but the style of it was back to the horror.
yeah. Interesting. How come I didn't hear much about it? You
What
see
seven?
that? Yeah, like did I play
Bro, that
that?
was all over. Yeah, that was all over.
That's weird. I didn't check it out.
Interesting note here. It says that I'm reading off the PlayStation blog. It says all in, we showed about 13 titles that are launching exclusively on PlayStation 5, and those exclusive arrangements range from a few months to a couple of years. You saw some great titles: Godfall from Gearbox, Deathloop from Bethesda, and Project Athea from Square Enix. I don't think those games they're exclusive, but they're timed exclusive. Did I read
Mm-hmm.
that right?
Wait, wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait,
it's
wait,
yeah.
wait, wait.
It
At the
said,
end
and
of
those.
this, I'm gonna put that in the for you
Let me
guys
send
to
you the
leave.
link now. I'll send you the
Or
link
put
now.
it in
Yeah.
Discord, and then I'll just pop it up
What?
from there. Yeah. So interesting. Interesting. All right. So, what is this Amish country? Yeah. This Resident Evil does not look very pleasant to folks who spook easy. Who is
Yeah, they
this?
did definitely. Huh?
Yeah. Who is this dude?
The old guy?
What is that? Werewolf looking dude? What the heck?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Is that Resident Evil? Wait,
It is.
Village.
Yeah, Resident Evil 8. And you know what's funny? Resident Evil 6 took it back to, well, not took it back, but it got really arcade simulator. Like it
Yeah,
felt like you
you're playing
walking
Gears of
into
War.
like the way they had it set up was like you walk into like an arcade in Japan and they got those arcade feel games. Like that's what that
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah.
So they changed it.
I wonder how what's that? How this supposed RE4 will turn out. I'm curious to see if they'll tone down the cheesiness, action. Hey, you know what? Send stuff to Cap Community, man. See what if they listen. Yeah, this is that the second astronaut looking thing. Why is he on planet Earth with a suit like Norman Reedus from Death
Yeah, that's
Stranding?
Pragmata. That's from Capcom. Yeah,
That's Capcom?
that's Capcom. Yeah, Pragmata. Instead of spaceman protecting. Ah, you know what?
Oh, that looks dope though.
Mm.
I mean, he's like kind of seeing like a
And that's not exclusive. That's coming out to both PS5 and the Series X 2022.
and then oh yeah, the chick with the digital cat.
That's But there was another game with a digital cat, Stray.
Okay, oh Bray, as in Wyatt.
Stray.
Din din din
Mm.
din 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 din. Now that definitely reminds me of Death Stranding. Yeah, and then it's like all trippy with like all the graphics and like oh and what is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like okay, technology meets the supernatural, and I guess something happened into the world, and then the girls are like a cyborg or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that satellite, like what the heck is going on? I'm definitely gonna check this out
Yeah,
because
something different
if
from Capcom.
Capcom, yeah, if Capcom took a risk to do like a new IP, I think it's worth checking out because not maybe now they've saved up enough capital to start doing what Capcom is known for doing. And you can see like one half of the planet all, yeah. And he just flew up into now 2022 though. Mm, that's a long way off. Meanwhile, Street Fighter 5 players are kicking themselves waiting for the next game. I
We
put
ain't
my
seen
hand.
another Street Fighter for a while.
Yeah, I just want to see a definitive edition on the Series X while we wait.
You won't get it.
Wow. All right, so this is exclusive PlayStation Game Studios SIE.
Wait, which one is that? SIE.
Well, I think it's that I can't remember the name.
What are you talking about?
It's that exploring game. Like I remember it,
Jet?
but
Is it Jet the Far Shore?
no, no. It kind of has that Sea of Thieves look, but like definitely better looking than Sea of Thieves. And you got the seagull going and eating the fish, and it looked like Atlantis underwater and all that.
That's Horizon.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It is.
Oh wow! You didn't even know?
No, I forgot. Ew, you picked the
Hmm.
dead fish.
Yeah, that's Horizon. That's how they ended the thing. That now that's a system seller. Horizon.
Yeah, 100%, 1000%. And it looked like they used the same engine. Like they didn't have to go from scratch. Yeah, Sony has a winner with this one. They have a winner. Like, see, Ori has a similar like feel in terms of presentation, but then again, Ori is stylized, but just kind of like in an organic world working in the background. Yeah, that looks fantastic, people. Fantastic. let me tell you, credit given when they doing some good stuff. You got that Chinese dragon flowing around there. Oh, is that Shinron? That's Shinron? Wow. Shin, you still with me, brother? Oh, wow. I think he fell off for a second. But yeah, there's Horizon. I'm glad they're not calling it Horizon 2. Like, kind of give it like arcs. And you know, and I've seen him in so many different roles. Some good stuff here. So, yeah, now if they do like a Horizon bundle, that's gonna be some good stuff. Forbidden West. They should put Kanye West in the game. Nope, I cannot hear you, Shin. And then, all right, Guerrilla Games. They got a system seller here. Let me tell you, they're laying the pimp smack. Hold on. Give me 1 second, folks. Cause Shinwar just Shinwar, I cannot hear you. Shinwar, I cannot hear you. Shinwar, I cannot hear you. Oh, damn, that sounds like a 15-year-old. I can only imagine what I sound like talking to you yahoos. So, what the heck? So, yeah, Horizon. Again, a few things tickled my fancy. I think that in general,
Can you hear me?
yes.
No, I said all that. Come on.
You start over. Start over. Huh?
Wow, I said you gotta
When?
play that game. I said play it for all the gamers all across the world.
I will. I will. I will.
Now, seriously, bro, you're gonna get it's
All right.
immersive, man.
Listen. Listen. I'm gonna play
Here we go.
Horizon, and you play Hellblade, and then we reconvene. You're gonna love the ending of Hellblade. I could not believe what I
What?
was playing. Yo,
Well, Hellblade's not on PlayStation.
you have a One X.
Ding-ding-ding-ding-ding.
You know what? I'm ending it.
Ding-ding-ding-ding-ding.
I'm ending this. I am ending this stream right now.
Mm,
Okay.
mm, mm,
But
mm.
yeah, so now we're getting blue balled, and then they're gonna show the
What?
PS5. Now, I don't know. On your knees, did you see what the system looked like? It was all over the internet. And if you're
The
familiar with
internet.
the internet, like this, Michael Bay probably was a consultant on the reveal
Michael
for
Bay.
this because Galvatron and his version of Galvatron did the transformation via cubes. Here they went with balls. I guess Sony's trying to tell us they have a lot of.
Wow.
Is they trying to tell us something? Now you see, remember when the Series X was revealed? It was just like abrupt and sudden. It was like you were inside the box in a world of gaming, and then it just zoomed out, and then it was like, and it turned. It was transparent. Series X.
Let's talk about which design do you like better, the Series X or the PlayStation 5 of the look of the console?
I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent.
To both?
No, I'm not. One doesn't look better than the other to me. I think that the PS5 has a very modern look to it.
Hmm.
And for those of you who don't know, like I know if you look, you see two venting sections on the top of the system, right? I think it's meant to stand up. That's just
Yeah.
my. But it looks vastly different from the dev kit, and I guess concessions had to be made. I'm pretty sure this was not the first design. I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure that was not the first design, but it looks cool. It does look like a Netgear router.
Hmm.
It's very sleek,
Hmm.
very modern looking. You know, but it does have that Yu-Gi-Oh look. I'm not gonna, you know. Again, you could
Five
take
ninety nine US dollars.
Ridge Racer, but Shin, your response to the look of the system.
It's futuristic.
Yeah,
Like all curvy and stuff. My
she's
concern
curvy.
was, that's how you like them. How thick you
Oh,
talking? Now listen. Uh, they they took away the second USB port. So there's one USB port, and then, if I'm not mistaken, there's
hmm
a USB C. Looks to be a Thunderbolt
in the
port
front.
in the front. So I'm like,
Yeah, they went
uh,
with very few ports.
and I'm pretty sure that maybe one other on the back. But I think what like there's something you said earlier, like they're pushing uh the technology, and I mean Xbox is doing it as well.
hmm
Um, they USB C, one USB C, one USB port. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Mm.
okay, like
Yeah, and
okay.
Sony is known to support different like media, like the PS3 that was fully backwards compatible. That was probably the pinnacle of what a console should have in it. You were able to install Linux, you can do flashcards, you can do all kinds of stuff, and slowly they start stripping that stuff
They
away,
took all that stuff out. Yeah.
and that's
Now there's one thing where I don't know if it's in the video yet, where they show the HD camera.
let me continue because now we're
You
looking at the PS5 digital and
Yeah.
the one with the
But
disc
here's my thing. You got the HD camera, but when the Xbox One
with the
came
Connect,
out,
right?
the Connect, yeah. So it's like,
But
what's
here's
the
the
difference?
thing: the difference, as long as Sony does not force you to get it. If they don't force you to get
Very
it,
true. Very
you
true.
you may be
That's true.
okay. But considering that the controller has a built-in speaker, how are you gonna filter noise? Like for instance, I'm doing Friday Night Fights, and Ace comes in the room, start barking. Right? How do I filter
Mhm.
that or whatever? I mean, it's just like any other mic, but
Okay, the Series X, and I'm sorry to compare and contrast, but during their presentation, they didn't talk about or show any other peripherals.
no.
Sony right out the gate is like, we got headphones, we got charging stations, we got an HD camera.
And you know what? If they are okay with this, just like I said earlier in this podcast, it's interesting. If Sony does something, it's okay. If Microsoft does it, it's not. Microsoft did
Yeah.
exactly what the naysayers were like, oh, well, you did this, that, and the third. And Microsoft literally went the cookie cutter route. And like, okay, console controller. Bam. No
But then,
Connect,
but
no nothing.
then, yeah. Then let me ask you this: then, do you think that, because we all know on the Xbox One X right now, you could take pretty much like a Logitech webcam, plug it
And
right in, plug and
it'll
play.
work. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you can do. I haven't tried it on the PS4,
Uh,
but it looks like for the
hmm
PS5 that it has to be
That
what's the word I'm
camera,
looking for?
proprietary
Huh?
camera.
Proprietary camera. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess that Pulse 3D, a
Hmm.
wireless headset.
Audio.
I think
Oh, yeah.
the wireless route was the smartest thing to do. It's about time.
Yeah.
It's about time. I hope that Microsoft has a solution. If they don't have it, okay.
But
But
then you can charge. They're still gonna have
yeah, guys,
a
charging.
detachable cable.
I'm sure.
I'm
I'm sure.
sure.
It gets
Yeah.
like beats. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking it should be interesting. But then you got the remote, the media remote. Like, I think they're messing up, man. They should just show the console, not all these accessories, because now they're gonna
They
be.
want you to buy.
Yeah, Microsoft tried that too, and look where they got them. I
Hmm.
think they have to just be a little more mindful. And if the fans are outside of GameStop right now with this trailer, this reveal, thinking it's okay, they're all hypocrites. Because Microsoft got crucified for showing like a media remote and any all stuff like,
Oh, I forgot that they did show the media remote.
you know what I'm saying. And then these guys are doing it, and then it's like, oh, I'm still outside of GameStop.
Man, I'm calling it now. I guarantee you, Sony put out an Ultimate Edition where the media remote, the webcam, and the headset are included as a bundle.
$700.
Nani? 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 What?
I got hiccups. He
It
said,
really went to $700. What? And you know what? I saw a
I
comment.
got hiccups now.
Oh, bro, Alex, yo, PS5 available to pre-order for $700.
Oh, oh,
Wow.
and breaking news, folks. Breaking news. Matter of fact, put it in the
Yep,
Discord so I can go ahead.
right
Oh,
here. But it's gonna cost you $700. Yep,
wait,
yep,
wait,
yep,
wait,
yep.
wait, wait, wait,
Wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait,
wait.
wait. Who was?
December 22 release date. Here it is.
What?
Here it is.
December.
December 2020. Here it is. Here it is. Coming up. Discord. Here we
Oh,
go.
oh, wait
Five,
a minute.
4, 3. Oh, I missed it. Wait, I can't. What the heck is going on here? Paste. There it
Oh
is.
man. All right, so
PS5 is there. $700? Ew.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey, as soon as you
Wait a
said
minute.
that,
I called it. I called it. I called it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
and,
Wait a minute.
and you know what's
Breaking
funny?
news, folks. Breaking news. Hold on. I'm putting it right for you guys to see. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Wait
It
a minute.
says.
Hold the heck on.
Okay, wait. Okay, Play Asia has it listed for $700. Uh, December 22
Do you
release.
see this, Sir Ghost? On your knees. You see this? You see this? I can't. I'm not. I can't make it up. Comic book gaming.
Wait. It said that said, while we don't know how much the console will cost, there's no way it'll cost 700.
No, no,
In
no, no,
fact,
no, no.
even
No. That is suicide. If it's that much, that is suicide. You know, matter of
and
fact, what else did you
hold
put in
on.
there?
No, that was it. I saw the guy's comment. He was like, "No matter how much it costs, I'm still gonna get it."
Oh,
So there it is. There it
wait.
is.
No matter how much it costs, he's gonna do what?
And he's gonna get it.
Oh wow. Oh wow. You know what? That better not be the price.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a placeholder from Play Asia. Oh
Wait.
wow,
Send me the Play Asia one.
it's in Discord.
Oh, it's comicbook.com.
Yeah, that's where I got the link from. Yeah, Ryan Lane put it up.
Look. I assure you, it cannot be anywhere near that price for the full gamut for the headset,
They're still
the remote.
they'll still buy it.
Oh my god!
You're a funny guy, yo. Oh wow! The moment he said that, and I happened to go on Facebook, I'm like, what? Nani?
Shut up. Oh my god! I'm starting to sweat. That better not be the price. That I'm telling you. I don't care how advanced that SSD is.
That's probably for the disc version, but what about the discless version? 650. 650.
That better not be the price.
Oh
I'm,
yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
I'm telling you right now, that better not be the price.
Oh yeah.
That there's no way, no way. I'm actually in Sony's corner because they're gonna take the Dirty Harry giant Luger and put it at their big toe and blow their pinky toe off. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah, negative. That cannot be the price. That can no, or anything remotely close to that. Hold on, let's
That's
take a
what
look.
Play Asia. That's what Play
Following
Asia put
yesterday's
out.
big event, PS5 is now available for pre-order, but is going to cost you $700. More specific, what is that? Play Asia has opened up pre-orders. $700 price tag on it. Interestingly, the listing also mentions a December 2020 release, but like the price is almost okay. Placeholder. I think this is a bait. They're trying to see where Microsoft is gonna, cast it. I think
Wow.
this is a bait. Nadala and Spencer, they're willing to take a loss on the system. I'm telling you that right now. Because right now, if anyone sets a price, we're about what 5-6 months out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Close.
so like I think Wow. That again, let me tell you folks, that better not be the price.
I'm thinking 600, yo, 600.
Oh my gosh. I don't care how fast that SSD is. Nobody's paying no 699 for no console.
Oh yeah.
That's not happening. And even when the Xbox One X came out and it was like premium or whatever, like that didn't even
Mhm.
hurt. That yeah, current rumors and speculation point at $500 price point. Um but yeah, sometime between October, early November. Now, I believe the console will come out like November. I would
Maybe
say
October, November.
I'm thinking after Thanksgiving.
Oh, Black Friday?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
If they do that,
Somebody gonna die. It's gonna be like Metro City.
don't say that,
Yeah,
yo.
remember
Oh
that dude that got
wow.
shot over the PS3 or was it PS4? Like,
Oh
yeah, they
wow.
gunned him down over it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We'll be willing to miss. Oh, wait a minute.
Huh?
It's unlikely Sony will be willing to miss Black Friday and Cyber Monday. That's why I think.
It'll
Uh,
come out before then.
yeah, like mid-November,
Yeah.
mid-November. Somebody's gonna want to be out first. If a system come out, like, let me tell you something. What would be funny if one of the systems dropped at Comic Con?
Mm,
If there is.
maybe. Yeah.
Well, we don't know much.
The race is on now.
Oh
Mm.
man, yeah, they're even saying 600 is unlikely. After all, Sony has admitted in the past this was a big price point when the PS3 launched.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
The PS5 will cost 500 or at least. Oh, this is kind of repeating itself. Sony. Yeah, it's expensive to make the system. The PS5 it's to
The
create.
PS5.
Yeah, to create the unit it was like $450 per unit.
Mm.
So they have to, let the investors make their money back on that. So that's a juicy bit right there. Again, Shinmar put it actually, so you guys don't think I'm messing around. I'm gonna put it in the link in the chat for you guys to check out. Man, that was almost like I had like buffalo sauce or whatever. But there's the link.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like buffalo chicken sauce. Unbelievable. But hey, look, this is definitely worth sacrificing an outing to do. You know. But this is kind of like a makeup for my Friday night fights and all that other stuff. He's like $699 US. Chris, you cannot say stuff like that. Okay, we are a politically correct establishment here. Get me kicked off the air. They already demonetized me, so F it.
Wow.
Daras. Daras.
Wow.
Hey Chris, look, no comment. But in closing, Shin, your thoughts overall and the potential price point.
The reveal was good. It was anticipated, a lot of hype, a lot of build up. There's a few games, that caught my attention. Um, I'm just right now. We just need to look past 2020 and see, what's potentially on the horizon. 21, 22, and so on. And one thing I noticed, there was no fighting games on display.
This is
Remember
true.
when Xbox One, they had Killer Instinct
Yeah.
showing.
But I don't
There
think
was like,
Microsoft is done yet. They got a couple more events, so
but there were no fighting. Remember, they usually have one
one
fighting
fighter,
game.
yeah.
Nothing, not on both consoles. So I'm like,
I think
I hope.
too, if it was like at E3, they would have had something in the
Yeah,
works. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So this should be interesting. Yeah, that I look. Price better not come anywhere near that. They're gonna have a boatload of problems. And Cass Harai, whoever announced that price, you're gonna get memed big time. Oh, and I dropped my controller. Damn it!
What the heck?
What the? Every time, man. All right, folks. That means it's time for me to end this thing. We're probably gonna revisit this, possibly with other members, and we're going from there. But I do want to thank everybody for checking this show out. I want to thank Geeking Out for kind of
Who was?
what the heck? He kind of gave me the jump start to make this happen. So make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. And Shinwar, do you want to plug your show in any upcoming events?
Oh, well, there's no upcoming events, but you can definitely check out my YouTube channel at Shin is War, and it's aka Geeking Out, so you can see if you're in the comics, games, toys, and tech. Check that out.
All right, folks. The man, the myth, the juggernaut, hitting you with the head crush. We're gonna give you the raging demon before we are outie. So I want to thank y'all for watching. It feels good to do this again, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. And with that, the juggernaut is outie. Peace.